Are you struggling with prop firms? Value. So today's topic is about why 99% of people fail prop firms. Well, the statistics are actually about 2 to 3% pass, which is obviously still very, very low. But today's topic is going to be about why, such a large majority always fail to pass. Either it's phase 1 or phase 2 or getting funded, and or even wants to get funded, why they fail to get payouts. Right, okay, so if we just start off with, even if we look at this, right, how many people actually get, funded? I mean, why are Forex prop firms so hard to pass? I mean, I was looking at another one, and it was actually showing the statistics, the actual figures. Just one moment. Is it? So right, okay. Right. So I mean, even if we look at the most popular prop firms, which used to be my Forex funds with the largest, population coming to this prop firm here with an estimated website traffic of 4.5 million visitors, and you can see my Forex funds here with the large, on this bar chart showing. Okay, so remember that figure, guys, 4.5 million for my Forex funds. Now if we scroll down, okay, so only 19.5% of traders who registered only passed phase 1 here. 19% of 4.5 million, and then out of those 19% that passed phase 1, only 42%, less than 50% of 19% passed phase 2. Do you see how small that number is? It's crazy, right? But why? That's why we're here today, to find out. After passing a lot of prop firm challenges, getting a few withdrawals as well, I think I do stand at a certain, in a position where I can, say that or speak on this matter and try and provide value and maybe help as many people as I possibly can to basically cracking the code. I do fail prop firms, but very rarely. Very even if we go to, my dashboard, like I mentioned in my previous video, as you can see, 2 days passed, 3 days passed, 3 days passed, number of trades 6. For, as you can see, I only take less trades. Even if you click on here, if it loads up, I'm still waiting for my, I do have my actually phase 2 details, but I won't be trading here until, this is only a 10k account, right, guys? So I've only made this, I've just done it for solely purpose for the videos. I do have a 200k funded account, and I also do have a 10k funded account, which I passed phase 1 and 2. Just waiting on those details and just ready to start phase 2, really. So the question, obviously, why 99% failed, right? So okay, let's break this down, right? Emotions, someone might say, well, it's probably due to emotions, but I also believe, well, for me, number one is how much work have you really put in, because everyone wants to get rich quick. Everyone wants to make money quick. What everyone has to remember, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich slow scheme. But once you know what you're doing, then it becomes a get rich quick scheme, yeah. But not from stage 1, not from the very beginning. No, it's not going to happen right from the beginning. So in the beginning, when I was putting in work, for like back testing and looking at my winners, and then looking at my like, I mean, look at this, guys. For example, I mentioned this, showed this in my previous video as well. Blue to blue line is 1 week, red line to red line is 1 month. So you can see how much I've back tested. Even the trade that was taken today, just make it more clear for you guys. Right, check this out. Okay. This is for today. A 1 to 28. I didn't get the whole trade. To be honest, I didn't even get any of the trade. Just that I couldn't trade because I had to wait 24 hours for my phase 2 login details. But I was monitoring it, and all I did with this, because I knew where my, just placed it here. That's it. But this is like when it was showing it like this. Just one moment. When it was doing this, like that. But then I just waited, and boom, hit the TP, and they just tanked more, and But yeah, again, you need to put the work in and have a very good a strategy that suits your psychology, suits your personality. I always aim for a 1 to 10%. I know a lot of traders out there aim for 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Me personally, I don't like that. Just, I don't like to lose two. Well, if I lose 2, 3 in a row and my strategy is only 1 to 3, I understand them traders will have a higher win percentage, right? But I mean, even I do. But then I've managed to, mine's basically a hybrid strategy. I get, even if you look at this 10% gain today, right? If I lose, let's look at the last few losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting the oranges, by the way, guys. Okay, so up to here, that one win there, this year, one win here, covers all these losses here. So never mind, look at all these other winners here. It just piles up, guys. So I have the edge, so-called. You have to have a good edge and a strong edge. The stronger the edge, the better it is. But it's not even just that. Okay, let's look at this. So I call it the 4 ones, right? Basically 1%. Why it's called the 4 ones? Because there's four ones you need to look at, right? Which I'm strongly use, right, and recommend. 1% risk, 1 trade for the day, 1 trading session, and 1 trading instrument. I only trade GJ, so my trading pair is obviously just that's the one I trade. I used to trade EU. I tried gold. Gold didn't suit my style, my trading style, so that wasn't, it wasn't for me. So I just moved away from that, and I was just back testing until I found GJ, and it just suited. I mean, my setups, I've got 6 different setups. It's a hybrid strategy. I do use a little bit of ICT, a little bit of smart money concepts, a little bit of break and retest, supply and demand, order blocks, whatever you want to call it, support and resistance levels, a little bit of, if you want to call it, volume trading as well. But I mean, might sound a bit overwhelming what I'm saying all right now, but to me it makes sense, and that's what your strategy has to do. It has to make sense for you. So okay, going back to the point, why do 90, whatever the figure is, 90% plus people fail prop firm challenges? Well, first of all, you gotta be realistic with yourself as well. If you do have a strategy, then you gotta work on your psychology. If you think you're psychologically strong, then you gotta work on your strategy. And then when those two align, then you gotta have a good risk. You gotta be a good risk manager, and that's what really trading is, guys. If I'm 4% in drawdown, for example, with the prop firm, normally I go for a 1 to 10, 1 to 9. But does that mean now if I'm in 4% drawdown, I won't have to hit a 1 to 10? No, I will hit that 1 to 4 just to break even, and then continue But if I see a certain opportunity and I just feel like the market's gonna carry on going in my favor, then I'll take the 1 to 8, 1 to 9, or 1 to 10. Like it's Tom Hugard mentions in The Best Loser Wins. You know, you should be hopeful when you're in profit and fearful when you're in drawdown. But 90% plus traders do the opposite. They be hopeful when they're in drawdown, you know, praying and hoping that hopefully price will come out of drawdown and go into profit, and they be fearful when they're running in profits. You know, they make 1 or 2% and they'll close the trade. I'm like, why? Doesn't make sense. But at the same time, I've done that myself in the past, so I can't really say anything. But we've passed. I mean, it's all about evolving as well, right? Psychologically, mentally. You're doing back testing, forward testing. You're looking at your strategy, finding ways to tweak it, improve it, adapting to the markets. And for the last 8 months, I've just been staring at GJ. I know it like the back of my hand now. But does that mean I'm become perfect in what I do? Absolutely not. Getting better and better every day, as long as I turn up every day. You know, as long as I'm consistent and that desire and hunger is still inside me to learn and just get better and better, then I will. But if I'm just like, okay, if I just turn up to the markets whenever I feel like it, I'll study whenever I feel like it, or again, like I mentioned in my previous video, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. It's that simple. So one, you got to ask yourself, do you even have a strategy? You know, okay, is it a realistic are you aiming for 1 to 20, or are you aiming for 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, wherever that figure may be? You have to be realistic. You know, like when you approach a prop firm phase 1, what's the mindset behind it? You know, do you aim for are you trying to just pass the phase 1 within a day, 2 days? I mean, I passed this phase 1 within 2 days, but over time, it's very possible once you become when you become in sync with your strategy and your currency pair that you're trading. I think that's from the very beginning. You do have to set realistic expectations, of your strategy and of your overall approach towards trading as well, and what you expect from trading itself. The top 1%, they make majority of the money. The 99% lose money. So what does that really mean? To the 1%, they're taking your money, because that's what trading is, right? When you win money, someone else has lost money, because when you sold, someone else, that means bought was, and when someone else bought, if you sold, then either someone's taking your money or you're taking their money. And I don't mean that in the way making it sound like if it's a scam or something like that. No, that's just how trading works. When you do your proper research, and that's what trading really is. And with why 99%, let's just call it even 95% people fail, right? Out of 3.5, 4.5 million, whatever you call it. And that's 4.5 million from one prop firm. From the funded trader, I believe it's about 3.7 or 3 million, whatever it is. In total, and including the other prop firms that how many exist in today's time. There's always one popping out every week. We're talking probably maybe about 20 million plus people. So then maybe, it is, the figures are probably why 99% people fail, that's the real question, 99%. And I think you've got to find a strategy, again, that's best suited. But ultimately, I think my advice would also be is care about trading, but don't make it your primary source of income. Don't care about it too much as well. You have to distract yourself and do other things, and not focus on trading at all. That might be like, okay, that doesn't make sense. If I don't focus on it, how am I going to carry on studying, carry on doing all these other things? Once you in the beginning, I wouldn't say do a demo account, but I've never done a demo account. I don't recommend it. It doesn't have any emotions. When you do personal accounts or if you do prop firm challenges, the emotion sides are very important to mentally train you and make, for the evolution. Psychologically is very important. So demo accounts, they're trash, I think. Put £300 in a personal account, or just take some prop firm challenges, small ones, $5,000 accounts, which are I think about £20-30 here in the UK. So take them and practice on them. You better lose. It's better if you lose £20-30 rather than losing £200-300 in a personal account if you don't know what you're doing. But you have to learn every single day as well. You have to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you will fail. It's that simple. But I think 99% people fail. If I had to break it down, I would, unrealistic expectations, a desire to get rich quick. That the whole mindset, the way they approach Forex with, is all wrong. They're thinking we're putting little money in, we get a bigger return. They totally don't think about the amount of work that goes into this. Once you know what you're doing, they don't understand you have to put in tons and tons of work to actually find the strategy, have the mindset the way you're comfortable on taking challenges. Me personally, I'm at that stage now. There was a time I would take challenges and I would actually get scared a bit. Like, oh, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail these challenges. I put money in. I don't want to fail. I don't want to, not that anyone will find out. Just I didn't want to let myself down because I am a very competitive individual. But now it's just like, I don't think if will I be able to pass these challenges. Now it's at that stage where I think, once I pass, will they be able to pay me out? It's at that stage now. Even with phase 2, I'll be uploading the videos so you can see all the videos, all the trades, of hopefully passing phase 2 and then getting my funded account. But again, I think the real reasons why people fail, if you even look at these, right, 4 valid reasons why why traders fail prop firm challenges. Vague rules. Okay, time limit. First there used to be a 30-day, so ignore that one. Now it's on limited time. Biting off more than you can chew. %4 of traders. We've already seen that one. But I think your number one enemy is always going to be emotions as well. And that's why I've put in a lot of time. I've read about 9 books. Just going through one right now as we speak as well. People don't understand the amount of work that goes into this. Again, if you think you're going to be profitable within the first 1 year, it's not going to happen. It took me about 7 months, but I was doing 6 to 10 hours every single day learning. And it depends on the value of your learning as well. If you are someone who's just staring at the charts for 10 hours, that's not going to work. You will learn, and and you're looking at different currency pairs or different instruments, that's not going to work. The best way I could say is, if I was to tell you there's 10 people here, you got 1 month to find out their deepest secrets, deepest, darkest secrets. You're not going to find out. You're not going to do that well. But if there's one person, and I say to you, you got 30 days to find out their secrets, good chance you probably will. So my point is, the way you learn, the way you study, if you're spending 10 hours on the charts, it is good. But then, are you reading books on the side? Are you, evolving your psychology as well? Are you learning other factors that come into this? If you're not, and you're just doing it's the way you study as well. The quality of your studying matters as well. If you're just going to be someone who just wasting time and staring at the charts for 10 hours, then you basically are just wasting your time, and it won't be long until you get glasses too. So I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, again, it's the quality of, I was learning basically everything. But the funny thing is, it's like you learn everything to find out how little is actually necessary to become profitable or a good trader, because it's like going to university and graduating, and then in the end realizing high school was enough. So why 99%, before the videos have gone on long enough, 20 minutes almost, but why 20%, why 90% people fail? Not controlling their emotions, not having a good strategy, not having realistic expectations, just trying to make money quick, thinking it's a get rich quick scheme. But to be honest, no matter what I say as well, it's like, are you actually going to be, are you a realistic individual? Meaning, some people even take courses, but when they're not profitable, they blame the Forex mentor they took the course from. Really, it was them inside. So they're not realistic. You have to be realistic with yourself. You have to, and it's the most, I think, that's why it's one of the hardest things to do, Forex trading in the world, right? Because you really find out truly who you are from the inside. What weaknesses you have. Sometimes you might take a loss and you'll be like, yeah, but I won't do that again. Yeah, just one of those things. It just happened. I won't do that again. I won't make that mistake again. Sometimes you might win and you might, you might start jumping and you're over the moon. That's not the way to go with trading. You win or you lose. Job done for today. We move on to the next day. Simple as that. So what kind of expectations do you have? Are you realistic with your goals? You have to realize this is not a 1 year thing. This is, for some people it can take 2, 3, 4 years. I believe it took Lambo Raul, he mentioned once, around 4 years. There's another trader, I remember, I think it's Raja Banks, took him about 2 years, or maybe longer, I think. So you have to be realistic, have realistic expectations, know your strategy inside out, and you do opposite of that, you will fail. And that's why so many do. It's the way your mindset is, the way you think, the way you approach prop firms. I remember I saw one statistic figure of someone put in $148,000 and their payout was zero. They never took a single payout and investing $148,000. How crazy is that? For me, now he might think, or she, whoever did that, they might think Forex is fake, it's not real. But the truth is, it's not real to those who are unprofitable. I take this very, very, very seriously. It's something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. I enjoy it, and at the same time, it gives me money in return, right? So I'm just going to break it like last few things. I mean, the video's gone on long enough. My advice would be to everyone whoever's listening, pro or novice, you have to be realistic, have a good strategy, put in the time, put in the effort, get to know a trading instrument like a currency pair, commodities, indices, whatever it is. Learn it at the back of your hand, put in the work, and risk management. You got to have and set realistic, with your strategy. Don't be risking 2% per trade or maximum 1% per trade if you're the prop firm. Personal accounts are a different story. With prop firms, 1% maximum, even go drop down to 0.5% if you're just trying to build that confidence in the beginning. That would be my advice. And yeah, so I hope this was helpful, or share some insight. Hopefully you get some tips. I hope you found the tips helpful, the advice, and the second video on my YouTube channel. Hit that like and subscribe, and the videos are just gonna get better and better. The qualities of the videos are just gonna get better and better, and hope I can provide more value. And for everyone that's listening, hope you have a good day, and take care. I'm out.